Crystal from Crystal Sews and Stuff on Instagram. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you some of my recent experiences with dyeing fabric. So the first thing I wanted to share with you was some scarf making that I was able to do out this past weekend. So my oldest son, it was his birthday, he turned 11, so he wanted to go to a real arcade. So he researched it and Googled it, and he found an arcade in York, Pennsylvania. And so it just so happened that same weekend they were having like a little festival in the town. And so I was walking around and I saw that they had silk dyeing for silk fabric, silk dyeing of scarves. So I decided to participate. And so these are the scarves that we here are the scarves that we made. So this one is mine. It's pretty. It's blue and gold and white. And then this one is a pink and purple and white that Carmen made. So my daughter and I participated and doing the fabric dyeing, and it was a whole lot of fun. And I'll show you a quick clip right here of us dyeing the fabric. So it was a lot of fun, and the place that did the name of the company was called CreateYourOwnSilkScarf.com, or his other website was eBruerickSilkDesigns.com. So this is his little card, and I'll leave links in the description box below so you can check it out if you ever happen to be in the area, or maybe you can find something similar in your area. But this was a lot of fun, and I love this scarf. It's super soft. And so we brought it in. He put it in a little bag, wet, and so we came home and we hung it up we hung it out outside on the deck first to let it drip dry, because I didn't want because it's still a little bit of the dye was coming off, and so I wiped the deck down every time the dye started falling down on the deck. I mean, the deck is pretty brown, so it didn't stain or anything. So I just wiped it up, and then after it got pretty, decently dried, it was still a little damp, I brought it back in the house and hung it up in the laundry room and overnight, and then we ironed out the scarves to set the dye in. So this was a lot of fun. I just did the spot time. You just put different colors in one at a time, and mine was like a stone design. And Carmen's was a swirl design, where she took a little stick and she swirled it around. So that was a fun experience that I wanted to share with you. And then the next thing was I decided to dye the zipper to the dress that I'm making, the Berta pocket dress that I talked to you about. So after taking a poll of everyone who gave me feedback on which fabric to use, I decided to go with the pink fabric, this pink fabric right here. And I've already started the dress, but I couldn't find, I decided to go with that one. The yellow fabric with the flowers came up #1, but I've had this fabric, this came in second, but I've had this fabric for a longer time, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead with this because I've had this fabric in my stash for about a year now, that I got from a fabric place in Baltimore. And so I decided to, but I went to JOANN's and I couldn't find a zipper that was the right color because it called for a 24-inch zipper and for an exposed zipper. So I was like, oh my gosh, I know I'm not gonna find it. So I did go to check it out, but I could not find anything. So I picked up a white zipper and I decided to dye it. So the first thing that I picked up, well, I picked up this RIT DYEMORE synthetic dye, and it's designed for some synthetics. And let's see if it's gonna focus. There we go. RIT DYEMORE synthetic dye. So and the color is called Super Pink. So I decided to use that. So first I took an old paintbrush that one of my kids have, and I put it on the zipper tape, but it came out so purple. Here's a picture. It came out super duper deep purple. I probably should have diluted it first, but I didn't really understand the directions all the way. So I decided to rinse it off, and here's what it looked like after I rinsed it off. I forgot to take a picture of it with it. Super purple, but it was really a deep purple. So I just rinsed it out with water before it had a chance to set or anything. Okay, so after I tried the fabric dye, this fabric dye, and it came out too purple, I rinsed it off, and then I decided, I was like, I need something that's closer in color, because I know even if I dilute it, it would be kind of a lighter pink. So I said, no, let me see what else I have. So I asked my daughter, Carmen, I said, Carmen, go get your fabric markers. Because she had made my son a t-shirt with happy birthday and everything that she used with fabric markers for his birthday present. And so she had the fabric markers. And we picked these up at JOANN Fabrics. They're SCRIBBLES fabric markers. And it says, works on most fabrics. No ironing, dry flat overnight, fade resistant, and pigmented. So again, these are the SCRIBBLES fabric markers that we use. And I used the red, just the red marker, and I mixed it with a little bit of orange, and the color came out perfect. So this is what it came out as. This is the color it came out. So you can see it's a really good match. So I've already started on the dress, so it's a really good match for the fabric. So I'm so happy the way it came out. And the only thing is, it said dry overnight. So I let it dry overnight, and when I went to check it the next day, it seemed like some of the ink was coming off a little bit. So I said, you know, I need to set it some kind of way. Okay, so after I ironed the zipper and let it dry overnight, yeah, I actually ironed it the night before and then let it dry overnight. I noticed it was still rubbing off, so I said, well, let me see what else I can do. So I remember reading an article in the magazine, and it was either Burda or Threads, and if I can find the link to the article, I'll leave it in the description box below. So anyway, it showed all these different ways of natural things that you could dye fabric with. And so I remember one of them being tea. And I remember I have this tea, it's Tazo Passion Tea. And every time I drink it, it comes out really bright pink if you let the bag steep for a while. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put it in there to just set it. So that's what I did. So I just boiled like 2-3 tea bags in some water, and then I put the zipper in there, and it's a metal zipper, not a plastic zipper, because that would totally melt. But I put the whole thing in there, and then I let it maybe 20 minutes. I let it boil with the tea bags in it, and I took it out, and I rinsed it off, and none of the dye came off. So it worked out perfectly. I know there's probably easier methods for dyeing a zipper, so but this is what I tried this time, and it worked out, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm so glad I went on ahead and decided to dye the zipper, because I know if I would have ordered online, it might not be the exact color, and I didn't see anything close. I guess, I mean, my backup plan was just to do an invisible zipper if I couldn't get it the right color, but I was able to get it the right color, so I was so super pumped about that. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you today. And if you get a chance, go ahead and dye your own zipper. Or and if you get a chance to go to, if you go to a fair, an event, and they have the silk dyeing stand, go ahead and give it a shot. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.